Do you know why you're creating on YouTube? And do you know what your goals are? Well, we're going to talk about that beginning right now. Hey, welcome back everyone. My name is Patrick McCormick and I have successfully monetized 2 channels here on YouTube, and now I am working on a third. I'm also a professor of business and marketing at our local community college. Been doing that for 25 years. And I'm just wanting to share information to help you grow your channel, whether you're just starting out, whether you're trying to get to that monetization level, or maybe you stalled out on your way to 10,000 viewers. If you are making content for RVers, outdoor enthusiasts, adventure, or even educational style videos, I think I can help you get to that next level. So today what I want to do is look at why are you creating on YouTube, and do you know what your goals are? And ultimately we need to do what I call a Rex check. We need to look at reality versus expectations. So I like to say to my digital marketing students that there are content consumers and there are content creators. Now, the content consumers are those people who just log into YouTube to watch your videos. They have no desire to post videos. They're just consuming the content that's out there. And then there are those content creators like you and me who are making videos and we're posting them to YouTube. But even within that content creator category, what I have found is there are different types of content creators. Now, my friend Mark is a content creator. He probably doesn't really consider himself that, but he will record short clips when they're out traveling and he posts them to YouTube. But he has no desire to pick up subscribers or grow his channel. He's really just posting those videos as a way to document their travels for the future so they can go back and rewatch them, and also to share them with their family and friends. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of people out there who use YouTube that way. Then we move a little bit farther over into content creators who really do want to pick up subscribers and they want to grow their channels. But within that category, I think we could then look at a couple different subcategories. So number one is what I like to call the hobbyist. Now, the hobbyist is somebody who really does want to grow their channel, but they're really doing it more as a hobby. Maybe they don't have a set recording schedule. They may post 2 or 3 videos in a row, and then they may not be able to post anything for a month or 2. And so it's really more of a hobby. They'd love to make money, but they're not really doing the things they need to actually make money on a consistent basis. And as long as if you fall into that category where you're like, well, I can't really dedicate a set amount of time every week to this, and so it really is more of a hobby, then I think what you need to do is you need to back your expectations off, because if you can't put in a minimal amount of time every week on YouTube, it's going to be really hard then to set unrealistic goals like being monetized or making a significant amount of money on YouTube. In fact, I'm going to have a video coming out very shortly on what to expect once you get monetized, because a lot of people have these expectations that, like, if we can just get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, we're going to start making money. The truth is, you'll make money. It's just not going to be that much. I'm just going to be honest with you. When I make that video, I'm going to show you exactly what a small channel actually makes. But I digress. Let's go back into different types of YouTubers. Now, if you're moving from the hobbyist, I would move into what I call the part-timer. This is somebody who really is attempting to run their YouTube channel as a business, but they're doing it part-time, meaning they're working another full-time job, and I fall into that category. I am what I would consider a part-time content creator. Now, I do dedicate a minimum amount of time each week for our main channel, Travels with Delaney, because that is a business. We're actually set up as an LLC, and we run it with the sole purpose of eventually using that as an income source so we can retire early. But I haven't went full in to where we quit our full-time jobs to do it, so we're part-time content creators. But if you're going to really take that approach, again, you need to set aside a minimum amount of time. Now, I can't tell you what that time is. I think that really depends on you. But I would say if you could dedicate a minimum of, let's say, 5 or 10 hours a week to your YouTube channel, and do it every week, and if you could consistently post 1 video every week, you are going to see substantial increases in things like views and subscribers, because you're putting in a real focused effort. Now, what are you going to do in that 5 to 10 hours every week? Well, you're going to have to shoot video, you're going to have to edit video, you're going to have to post video, but you're also going to need to respond to comments. You're going to need to work your social media, sharing out posts, things like that. And so I would say a minimum of 5 to 10 hours to get started. How much time do I spend? I would say on average, a minimum of 20 to 30 hours a week. This has truly become a part-time job for me. And then we move into that next category, which someday I hope to be at, which are those full-time YouTube content creators. Okay, those are going to be the people that they have left their full-time jobs, and the only thing they're doing is they are running their small business. They are creating content for YouTube, and in addition to YouTube, they may be doing other things. They may be working Instagram accounts, Facebook pages. They may be making courses to sell online. But ultimately, they're not going to a 9-to-5 job or anything like that. They're focusing on their YouTube or social media company. And they are putting in a minimum of 40 hours. And probably if you ask anybody who does it full time, they're going to tell you they're probably putting in at least 60 hours a week. Because again, that's their income. And so they have to make it work, because otherwise they would have no income. So where do you fall on that range of content creators? And ultimately, you have to make sure your expectations are lining up with what really is going to happen. If you're a hobbyist, you're not going to make a lot of money, and you're going to struggle to actually get monetized. I'm just being honest with you. You're not going to start posting videos and start making millions of dollars. All right? Are there content creators who make millions of dollars on YouTube? Yes. But most do not. I can tell you that our channel, Travels with Delaney, and the broader picture is Travels with Delaney LLC, with now 2 monetized channels with Instagram, Facebook, and all of our affiliate programs. In 2021, we made over $30,000 in revenue. That's before expenses. But we've been doing this for 5 years. Could we live on $30,000? Absolutely not. So the reality is you have to make sure that you're not setting these lofty expectations and then being really disappointed. So if you're only posting a video, once a week or once every other week, and then you're taking multiple weeks off at a time, I don't think you should be setting a goal of hitting 100,000 subscribers this year. I mean, it's just not realistic, and it's definitely not realistic to say you're wanting to make $1,000 a month in ad revenue. If you're doing this from a business standpoint as that part-time content creator, then I think it's very realistic to set goals of saying we need to be monetized by this date, and then we want to be making this amount. And then just make sure those numbers align with the amount of hours you're putting in and working on your channel. And eventually, like I said, some creators go all in. The chips are in, they quit their job, they do this full time. And in a future video, we can talk about how you should never rely 100% on ad revenue. And I'll definitely have more videos coming out talking about ad revenue. I'm going to show you all my numbers. I have nothing to hide, and I want you to know what to expect. So hopefully this is helpful. All I'm asking you is to take an honest look in the mirror and say, where am I at today realistically, and what should my expectations be based upon what type of a creator I currently am. And if you really do want to get to that next level, then you are going to have to dedicate the amount of time and the resources necessary to make that happen. It's just not going to magically happen to where, I think a lot of people are still waiting for that one video to go viral. And that is not the foundation for a long-term successful business. All right, let me know. Which type of creator are you? Or are you just a content consumer and you're just watching my videos to better understand what goes on behind the scenes at YouTube? And what are your expectations going forward in 22? Let me know. I'm looking forward to this upcoming year. I think it's going to be awesome. And I truly believe together we're going to see some great results in 2022. Till next time, everybody, happy creating.